Good afternoon. Again, welcome to our home here in the beautiful Sacramento Mountains. This evening, I wanted to take a minute and speak with you about the British rifle of the late 1800s. And in 1871, Britain wanted to replace their Enfield rifles, which were actually muzzle loaders that had been converted to breech loaders. And so they looked at different options, and what they came up with was the 1871 Martini Henry rifle. And this was a rifle that was designed from the Peabody design by Swiss designer Frederick von Martini and Scotsman Alexander Henry. The rifle featured a .452 diameter lead hollow base bullet that was paper patched and wound up being a .460 caliber round. It was fueled by 85 grains of black powder, and because of that, the black powder was very corrosive. They actually rolled the powder charge in paper-lined brass, and it became kind of an awkward deal to handle and to load, but it was still an improvement over the Enfield rifles. This is what a Martini Henry looks like. A Martini Henry is a hinged falling block. It's lever action activated. When you push the lever action down, the block falls, allowing you to insert the cartridge into the chamber. Closing the lever back closes it up. I did a thing the other day about the Ithaca 4922, which was derived from this design. This is what the Martini Henry looks like. The lever comes down, the breech block hinge falls, and you can load the action. This was very similar to the trapdoor Springfields that we had here in the United States about the same time period. It's a very interesting rifle, very neat, very cool. It features elevated sights, so you can mark different distances. The British, when they were fighting, would actually have someone go out and drive stakes at different ranges, so they would know as their opponents came upon them at what range. This rifle saw action as the Mark I, the Mark II, the Mark III, and the Mark IV up to 1889, at which time it was changed and they started chambering him in the .303 British round, and smokeless powder again came on the scene, and it made a total different rifle. This rifle saw action in numerous wars for the British Army, the Boer Wars, both 1 and 2, the Balkan Wars. It saw action in the Zulu Wars, and kind of a neat thing that's really kind of cool with that is whenever they were fighting the Zulus, the British soldiers actually encountered the same thing Custer's troop did. With the corrosiveness of the black powder rounds, they would actually stick in the chamber, and the action would not work, and they couldn't use the firearm, and it became a real liability. After the British did investigations, they found that it was, in fact, the corrosiveness of the black powder that was leading to the problems. The last use of the guns was in World War I with the .303 British round in them. They were known as the Martini Medfords or the Martini Enfields. Neat rifle, really unique design. Again, copied in the little 22 that I showed you the other day. I hope that you learned something today about the Martini Henry and the British services. Thank you very much.